Hey, you. Yeah, you. I have a question. You ever been in a relationship where it felt like so intense? And I mean intense, from the way you guys talk to each other to the way you look at each other. 50 Shades type stuff. But it just didn't feel like love. I had to look into it. Did you know that there's a difference between fake love and genuine love?
Ooh, okay, and that's the T. Guys, welcome back to the Deb and Nina V Show.
My name is Deb.
And my name is Nina. And I feel like majority of us have been down that path of like that fake love, real love type of situation.
Yes.
And because we've been there, we have some tips and, about how to help you distinguish between the two. Okay?
Yes.
We made a list here and we're going to go ahead and dive into that.
Right. So the first one I have here is that there is a lack of emotional intimacy. You guys don't really express yourselves to each other that much. There isn't the in-depth communications going on, because that's all intimacy as well. You aren't vulnerable with each other. You don't share your weaknesses and things like that. There's just a lack of it. With two people getting to know each other.
Yeah.
How can that be missing?
No, you're right about that. And, I'm glad you mentioned other ways of, ways where you can, look into intimacy, because a lot of people think it's just sex, and it's really not. It dives in a lot more deeper than that.
A lot of you can be in Pound Town, but trust me,
okay?
It's not all about the sex.
Right, exactly. And going off that, listen, my number one is controlling, if he's a controlling partner, he or she, because this is like genderless, honestly. But if you're a woman and your man is out here controlling you, criticizing you, undermining you, you're gonna have to really dive and reflect on that, because there's constructive criticism. We love that, right? That is constructive, as in building you up, telling you the realistic truth in a loving way. But if it's not coming from a place of love, and it's like really criticizing you, making you feel bad about yourself and your being, you really gotta look into that and be like, why are you coming to me with this type of energy and that personality?
Absolutely. Because, love is also about taking care of how the other person feels.
Okay.
And if the intent is to keep them down, then what is this?
Yeah. No, for real.
Consider it, guys. My next one here is the relationship constantly feels like it's ending. It's on a precipice all the time. And anything can throw you over the hill. As far as the relationship, not literally. Throw you.
Okay. Maybe he needs to go down.
Where you're walking on ice and you just can't get it right around them. And they're always making threats to leave you if you don't behave in a certain way. That's not of love.
No, and that gives me very much juvenile, really high school immaturity, because a mature relationship, a person who you are complete, and will not make you feel that, that antsy feeling of walking on eggshells. Kind of like, no, you should be having more sense of security than that.
Safe,
safe environment.
Being able to trust, in this environment. Yeah. So it doesn't help either of you, really.
Not at all. And listen, mine is if that person, your partner is demanding change. Now, okay, because your partner is asking to change your actual who you are. Okay, not little bad habits like, you wake up late or whatever the case is. I mean like your core values, your belief in who you are. Like they don't love you for who you are, but they love you for who they expect you to be. You came here and you accepted me as who I am, right? That love should continue in that same pathway. You shouldn't now change me or try to change me so I could fit that
into that bubble
of who you think I am into your mind.
Yeah. Because it's two different people,
That is.
If you wanted a clone, get a clone, okay?
If you wanted to build a bear, go build a hoe somewhere else, or go build a girl somewhere else. That is not the case.
Yes. What's your next one here?
So I have public neglect. So it's like if a partner should be, now guys, take this, like she said, with a grain of salt, because this depends on your habits already. If you are heavy into social media, if you're not, that it's gonna vary per individual. But say, right, they are, or whatever the case is, but your partner is neglecting to show you off in public, like around your friends, around your family, you guys, going out on dates and stuff. You gotta question yourself here. Like, first off, does he got a side chick? Well, we dropped a video about that too. Go check it out. But say he doesn't, right? Then you gotta question yourself and be like, wow, am I in this fake love? Because you're not showing me genuine love and appreciation out in the public.
Right. And it's funny you mentioned a lack of public, affection. The opposite can also be very true, where there's constant, like profession of their love on social media and public, as if they're trying to paint the image so bad, that they might kill you if you don't believe them,
It's like overcompensating.
Yes, overcompensating, for what the relationship really isn't. So nothing's going to be perfect, guys. Keep that in mind. And if they're constantly showing you off in public, and then when it comes to, the private area where it's just you two and your intimate space, and you can't even profess that same level of love. So what are you doing? Like, what's the motive? What is this really?
No, for real.
These are the same kind of questions you'll be asking when you're in those kind of situations, guys. I mean,
and really look into that, because the overcompensating is really huge. Social media, guys, is really fake. Like, you really think you out here, someone's living that life, and there's like that genuine love, and it does not match. Then that's gonna be a sign for you to be like, okay, well, when we're out in public, it's this. When we're in private, it's that. You have to keep track of that and find out what's like true to you. Okay. But my next one here is petty conflict. Okay, I'm talking about petty, like the nitpicking. Constantly trying to nitpick and start an argument with you. Like, you really gotta wonder and ask yourself, like, why? Like, genuinely, like, maybe it's the way you talk, the way you, I don't know, little habits, like the way you leave things around. I don't freaking know. But if he's always like nitpicking on you, okay, you can't even go out and talk to a friend because he's like, oh, you doing this and that. Like, it's just, come on. You don't trust me, or that is gonna be a different situation. That's like
there's a rule for everything. There's a rule for how you walk. There's a rule for how you blink. You better make sure you don't look like a wink.
Oh no, because you're flirting. You better not smile. How dare you smile?
Oh my goodness.
You're flirting.
What? How dare anyone notice that you're beautiful?
Oh my gosh. You like to dress up? That's not a personality. That's you trying to make other people fall for you, because shame on you.
You're doing it for the other men, aren't you?
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
To get their attention. Is that what you want?
Yes. Right. Because the world revolves around things like that, where I gotta do everything for male validation. Let's get real.
Yes, guys. So really watch out for these signs. Honestly, you probably start to kind of feel that before you even stumble upon a channel. Okay. So if this is the confirmation for you, do your research. My next one here is they are comfortable and not really in love. And we're not talking about the type of comfort where you after you get into a relationship, you let yourself go and you stop doing the things. You stop doing the things that you used to do, to whatever, enjoy your partner and things like that. We're not talking about that type of comfortability. We're talking about a situation where you just feel like your partner is plus one. Like, that's just like, all right, my last resort. That's mine. Oh shit. If I need to get out of the situation, now I'm gonna call you, or, it just feels like they're really filling a void or loneliness or something that they're missing in themselves.
Yeah. Like that comfortability, like it's kind of like the need again.
Yes.
Right? Like, oh, okay, well, she comes with a lot of perks.
Right.
And I like that, and I'm gonna stick with this for a bit until I guess they find something better or be able to replace that. Like,
right.
It's no, we're gonna stop you right there.
That's not genuine love. Okay.
No. And with that, I have defensive blaming, like as in, okay, because we both know, right, to make a relationship work, it's both ends. Both partners got to be held accountable for what could have gone wrong or whatever they're arguing about. Now, if it's the defensive blaming, it's always going to be like, it's going to come from a place of, I think, hurt, because you're not taking accountability for what you did, right? It's always the other person. I reacted that way because you did that.
Right.
You dress like this, or you talk like that. You work here and there with all these men, so it's a you. We're gonna look into that again, okay? And like I said, we dropped a video about the yous already. If you're blaming the yous, check out our prior videos.
We'll really be dropping some tea, for real.
Okay, every week.
And I'm glad you said that one, because actually, to expand off of that one, another sign maybe that there is no effort to meet you halfway, you know?
Okay, yeah.
The other person is always expected to do all the work, you know? And that's just their way for you to prove yourself to them again. You know, we're doing that whole you thing again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, even if one of them mess up, it's still going to take two to fix it.
It does, yeah.
Okay, it's not just one person, you know, responsibility. Because even though the one person is doing everything they can to repair it, it's also a responsibility for the other one to recognize that effort.
Yes.
Okay, and then be able to put back in and, you know, start to love the person the way you used to before. Like, not every day the person have to be treated as if, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we go back to square one every single day. Oh
Right.
my gosh, if I'm going back to square one with you after we solved a problem and we generally got over it, every single day or every time we get into a fight, you bring that up, that's not genuine love. Because
Right.
genuine love is forgiving.
And every single time, it's not like, okay, I know I may have done this, and that's what made you react this way. You know, there is no accountability, kind of like how you were saying before, like defensive blaming.
Yeah.
And then not be willing to put in to fix something, you know?
Yeah.
It's two peas in a pod, guys. Like, if there's a lack of effort, that's a universal thing where it literally means it's a disinterest, a lack of interest.
Okay.
You know, and if you have gotten to that point and you are no longer interested and you have let the person go mentally, let them go physically too.
Honestly.
Okay? So you both can heal.
Okay. And that's big facts on that. What else you got? Because that was...
Yeah, girl. So, and my last one here is, if you feel like you need each other to complete each other. Now, let's remember, you come into a relationship as whole, like a whole person. Like, literally, it's not half your body in the relationship. Like, it's not half of you,
No.
okay? That, if you ever feel half of anything, that's a problem.
That's a you, because why is the other half empty?
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Like, what is this other issue you are having? Perhaps you need to visit the therapist, you know, and discuss that with them and see why you feel like you're not enough. Because that's literally what that means.
True. Yeah.
Not enough. And that's not how you should feel coming into a relationship. So with that being said, you know, you both come in as whole people.
Yeah.
You don't, it's not a completion of each other type thing.
No.
You build. Okay?
Exactly.
That's what two whole people do.
Okay, and
You build.
Yeah, listen, I genuinely dislike a you complete me ass person. And you know, I can say that comfortably because we've all been there, you know what I mean? Like that young high school love and the, you know, the young adult type of love too. It's like, oh, you've complete me, and it's that fairy tale, but the reality is maturing in love and actually realizing what love is, and is realizing you come whole and that person come whole. And it's the two complete wholes. Two holes together, keep what they make another hole.
Right.
Your whole shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the half concept, the complete each other thing, it's reminding me of that whole cellmate thing.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
the person you're struggling with, like you both got needs. I don't know, that's a bit, you know.
What's going on?
Like, I don't need anything
Yeah.
that's gonna take from what we're trying to build.
Yes.
You're supposed to wanna add to it, you
Exactly.
know, not take what's on each other's plate. How can I build? You know, how can we expand in this area?
Yeah.
That's how it should be with two people coming together.
Okay, because 2/2 is always gonna, honestly, the math is like it gives you a whole, but in reality, because you two are two separate people, it's always gonna give half. I don't give a fuck, it's always gonna give half. And you know, what you said is of never being enough, that's a huge problem, because as a partner, your partner, it's not their responsibility to make you enough. Unfortunately, you already have to come that way.
Yeah.
And if you don't come that way, no matter what they do, they will never prove that to you for you to be enough, or for you to be like, oh, I'm genuinely loved, because it was always a you problem to begin with.
Yeah. And so all those things are like, you know, signs of non-genuine love.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, sometimes you guys really can't tell the difference, and I get it.
Okay.
You know, whether you are deceiving your partner on purpose because you have another motive or a need, whether you don't realize that you're doing that, and you're really deceiving yourself because you think you're in love, but you just have a need that you don't feel like you can complete for yourself. Well, I mean, how can you tell the difference then?
In the words of Jenny Nyko, I don't need you, but I want you. So listen, now it's gonna vary with different people, right? But what worked for me in the past was honestly just meditating about it. You know, like I really would sit down and be like, okay, how am I feeling? How, you know, like I would even do journaling. I would ask myself questions. Like I feel like people don't curiously ask themselves questions enough. Start asking you open-ended questions. Yeah. Why?
Self-reflect, you know, and figure out what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, you know, and if it really has anything to do with the other person.
Yeah, that means it's a cap, because it honestly should be reflecting back on you, like you or your own security, and how you feel internally is what's going to manifest externally.
Right. That is gold.
Yeah.
And I have another one too. I feel like it's fear. You know, people are so afraid, afraid to feel hurt and to feel pain, as if you could go through life without feeling either. You know, what's the worst that could happen? You start over? Like, that's not the worst thing that could happen, honestly. Like, you should be able to be yourself's own rock. And that gives the whole, you know, coming complete into a relationship thing again.
Yes.
Like, you should know that whatever situation you get into, you know, even if it fails, business, love, friendship, whatever, know that you can pick yourself back up or build it back up. You know, whether it's alone or with someone else, or like, it's not a means to an end.
It's not. And it goes back to the whole, like, the you're not enough thing, because you have to genuinely, like, if you genuinely like yourself and trust and know yourself, I know no matter what happens to me, I can always pick myself back up and keep on going. There is no age limit to never stop rebuilding and picking your pieces back up.
Transformation.
People do that at any age and at any stage across life. And that's a you thing, because you have to have the confidence in yourself to know that no matter what happens externally, I'm good internally. And that is the T.
And that you will always be enough for you, you know? And I have another one too. I feel like some people just are afraid to, like, not just start over, but you know, like, as if they've expended all of their resources, you know, on the person. And then just that fear of loss.
Okay.
You know,
loss,
like they're losing.
Okay.
Which is another thing. Like, it's I don't know, like those things aren't real, you know?
They're not. Yeah.
Like,
you're an infinite being.
Right.
I could never give a love to somebody and think like, oh, I gave you too much, or it's a loss for me.
You know?
I am
That part.
I'm whole and I'm complete. I'm infinite.
Yes.
So whatever I gave to you, best believe I could give to myself 100 times more.
Yes.
That's what that energy transference is. It's like give and take. It's what makes the universal energy go around.
Yes, exactly right. But yeah, and there are many other motives, guys, as far as like why someone may just, you know, rather convince themselves that they're in love and that's why they stay, you know, versus if it being genuine or not. You know, some people just really didn't know that there was a difference.
Okay.
Well, and that's why we share these things with you.
Honestly. And if you're one of those people that are holding on to the past, let it go, because you got to look at the present and where you are now. You can't be looking at the past like we had such a good time, this and that. No.
But you know, and that reminded me of something. I read something. It said, your future don't give a fuck about your past.
Okay, is that loud and clear for the people in the back?
It doesn't care.
Thank God for that too, right?
Seriously. I mean, when you're in a place where, right, and then you want to move forward and you want to do better, what is the point of bringing up the past if it isn't to cripple you?
Okay.
Or to send you backwards?
And we're not going
we
back
have
there.
to ask again, like, what's the motive of that again? Like, wait. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, ask these questions.
I love that. Your future don't give a fuck about your past. And that is, I love that. For real. And I think that's gonna be my next thing, because it really makes you know that the best person who got you is you. Okay? Trust yourself, know yourself, and pick up the pieces and move on.
Yes. Because you're worth it, you know? You at least owe yourself that. And I mean, these are some signs, guys. You may have some signs that we may have missed.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you have a personal story you'd like to share, in which you were stuck between genuine love and fake love, or couldn't distinguish the two. Add it in the comments and let us know.
Okay? Listen, if you go ahead and like and subscribe, guys, if you have not already. We drop videos like these every single week, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.